Hello viewers and welcome to another episode of the Running Mech, a Lancer battle report series where I put players against NPC. Continuing off from the previous episode, the team has managed to secure the soon-to-cascade facility administration NHP from the hands of the Ravager, a group of rather well-funded pirates. Now, they just have to get away with it alive. This is an extraction mission, which means the primary goal is to get the hell out of here before the base self-destructs, while also carrying the NHP casket which is currently carried by Chrono here. It's actually kinda small. The extraction zone is on the right, but reaching there is easier said than done when the base itself is now throwing in the security bots at the team. While they are very fragile, they will constantly pour out of the vent no matter what. So, let's start off round 1 with Casper pop their core for tactical cloak, turning them permanently invisible. Then they immediately blam the 2 assassin bots with the rail rifle for being too close, with shock round from walking armory for good measure, and then kinda just did nothing with its second quick action. Barricade placed down its Titan snare drone which immobilized anyone that got within its range, shot at Casper which actually hit despite the high evasion and invisibility, slowing them down, and then ran the hell away. Northstar moved forward, then used their reinforced cable to swing up to the platform before slashing at one Scourer bot with just the tip of their nanocarbon sword. The remaining robot shot at Northstar, locked onto them, and ran the hell away. Chrono moved up, get immobilized by the snare drone, charged up a stasis bolt which turned out to be completely useless in the rest of the match, and then locked onto Barricade, which is impossible because their sensor range wasn't even that long. Gremlin moved up too, and skirmished at the snare drone with their Nexus, but that attack would not have destroyed them because it only has one Nexus remaining, and then boosted right some more. Round 1 ended. And round 2 began with a crash. An elite commander Ravager Ronin, veteran Ravager Mirage, and 2 Ravager Breachers crashed the party. 4 more robots popped out of the vents, half assassin, half scourer. First, the lock-on on Barricade got removed, so that's one mistake down. Now, the party's objective was to get out of here, so they should avoid fighting as much as possible. So instead, Northstar used reinforced cable on the Ravager ship to swing themselves right in the middle of their formation, and then activated Omni Hook with a quick action to pull most of them in and knock them prone, all to hold them off. Then, they swung the nanocarbon sword right at the leader, which crit, activating Executioner 2, which dealt 3 kinetic damage to everyone within the threat, which killed off the Mirage because it got structured, and then rolled a 1. I then completely forgot about the free hit with Executioner 1 because I'm laughing too goddamn hard. Then Northstar used an overcharge for another free hit on Ronin, this time with the chainsword which only hit gently. Elite Commander Ronin immediately slashed back at Northstar, presumably in anger, standing up from prone in the process, and also ordered the standing Breacher to move its ass, but the hit got parried by Northstar for half damage thanks to Blade Master 2, then it locked onto Northstar, except Northstar has already been locked on but I can't see because almost everyone is clustered there. Gremlin climbed onto the platform, invaded Breacher with Banish to make them unable to move if they didn't want to get cooked alive, and then ran for the corridor to the second hangar bay. One Breacher got up from prone, shot at Northstar which predictably missed even after consuming the lock-on, and then boosted away, narrowly dodging an Overwatch attack from Northstar. Casper lined up their rifle, shooting through the revived snare drone, which actually died this time, the Barricade, and then Ronin, who failed to deflect the shot, got structured, which destroyed their sword. What the fuck is with this mission, and what the fuck are these rolls? Then Casper moved down, and then, did nothing with their second quick action again. Barricade used its protocol to make giant blocks to block further attacks, kicked Northstar away, knocking them prone, shot them to slow them down, and then ran away, which is not possible because their move is expended in getting up from prone. Chrono moved down, made a stasis barrier to protect their allies from the Scourer and Ravager, and then boosted further down the corridor. Elite Commander Ronin spent their turn again, unleashing Echo Edge to cut where it cut Northstar before and then somehow slashed at Northstar despite missing the blade, locked onto them again, and then ran the hell away. The assassin bots detected Northstar to be the closest target, stabbed the hell out of them, which structured them and destroyed the chainsword in the process. The Scourer bots on the other hand, moved to the cover conveniently provided by Barricade, and then thanked it by shooting it down. Also nearly forgot about the other Breacher, who moved left a little bit, and then tried to invade the Scourer, and by trying I mean failing miserably. At this point the Breacher class should be renamed as Stormtrooper class. Round 2 ended. Round 3 began with more Assassin and Scourer bots popping out of the bottom vents. First, damage on Northstar from Ronin that should not have existed get nullified, then Northstar took the first turn to destroy the Assassin bots, barraging with Bristle Crown, which all missed goddammit, and then just chopped them down with Nanocarbon Sword and Executioner. One Breacher against the wall just charged right through it, creating a tunnel behind it, and settled with just moving left and preparing to shoot anything that walked within its range. Casper moved and boosted ahead of other, threw shock knives at Breacher which both missed, then overcharged for another attack only to find it's about to overheat, so it just settled on suppressing the Breacher with their heavy machine gun. Elite Commander Ronin continued to run away from Northstar, boosted to its current position and locked onto Casper. Chrono moved down too, and then fired the displacer at both Breacher and Ronin, which both missed, but honestly it's probably for the best with Ronin around. The missile launcher did hit the Breacher fortunately, then Chrono quickly overcharged to stabilize, cooling all heat and reload. Second Breacher moved down too, charged right through the wall and prepared to skirmish again. Gremlin was the last to move, taking a boost as well, then overcharged to use Chains of Prometheus on Breacher, which is kinda unnecessary but caused the Breacher to overheat and be exposed. After all that, the security bots moved. First, the assassin bots moved and jumped across the hangar, kicking both Breacher and Ronin prone and stabbed the crap out of them. A pair of Scourer bots shot at Chrono, which both got more than 20, so it's near impossible for Stasis Bolt to block them, severely damaging them. The final pair above shot at Northstar instead, one shot missed, one shot hit but then only dealt half damage to Northstar for some reasons. And almost forgot, Elite Ronin took up its second turn, stood back up, told Breacher to move forward, which should have got them shot if Casper didn't just miss, rammed the assassin bot away and prone, and then tried to invade Casper but failed. Round 3 ended. Round 4 began with yet another crash. This time, the ship carried one Ravager Bastion and two Ravager Snipers, a strong defense with hard-hitting offense. Which is why Chrono immediately stepped up and fired their main/auxiliary mount, instantly evaporating yet another Bastion and almost killing a Sniper. With their defense gone, Chrono activated Aegis to fully focus on defending their allies too, making them almost invulnerable. The Ravager Sniper they shot loaded up a Deadeye round and moved forward, locked onto Gremlin before finishing their turn. With no allies to harm around them, Northstar gave full control to Seacomet, who immediately used reinforced cable on the ceiling to jump behind the two Scourer bots, taking fall damage in the process, and slashed them apart with the Nanocarbon Sword. I love Executioner so much. Then it detected the closest path to more enemies and ran straight at it. One Ravager Breacher threw Thermite Charge at the assassin bots, burning one of them, destroying all the terrains around them, and then actually finished off the other one with its shotguns. It actually hit something for once. Casper moved forward, got shot by a sniper as a reaction despite the invisibility, which also bored a hole right behind them, and then fired the rail rifle, which damaged both the Breachers but at the cost of overheating themselves, causing them to be exposed. They then threw a flash grenade, probably should have done this sooner, forcing the sniper to move or else it can't get a shot. Casper then overcharged, shot at the Scourer with their rail rifle, killing both of them thanks to the line pattern and shock round from Walking Armory, and almost overheated themselves again. Breacher 2 threw a thermite grenade, which burned everyone except Northstar a bit but then they all passed the engineering check afterward. Gremlin threw the Ronin into the maze, which should take them a while to get out. And then somehow skirmish Ronin with their Nexus without overcharging for more quick action, which then crit, make them impaired and slowed because of Senti Main 1, blind them because of Senti Main 3, and the attack caused them to lose a structure which makes them impaired again. All of these were kinda unnecessary and useless because it's already stunned. Elite Commander Ravager Ronin spent both its turns this round to get out of the maze to no avail. And finally, the second Ravager sniper put a sniper's mark on Chrono, which can take out their entire structure if it hits, and then moved into the flash grenade zone, which is kinda a bad idea. Round 4 ended, and round 5 began with even more bots coming out of the vent. Chrono moved down, put up a stasis barrier to protect everyone behind them, and then tried to move towards the second Ravager sniper to stun it with stasis generator, but it's just a touch too far, so they moved back to cover. One Ravager breacher moved and boosted into the flash zone, prepared to shoot anything that got close. Northstar, still controlled by Seekamet, ran straight at Ronin to grapple it, which fails, somehow. And then slashed it apart with its big nanocarbon sword, hitting a nearby sniper as well. Elite Commander Ravager Ronin finally passed the system save and got out of the maze. Casper chose to stabilize because it's about to overheat again and moved away from a breacher, who missed again in the overwatch. Also at this point the flash grenade zone should have dissipated. The same breacher then shot at Northstar, actually hitting this time and structured them, destroying the bristle crown, and then tried to invade them but failed. Gremling moved up to poke at one Ravager sniper with Nexus, destroying them. And then invade the other sniper to banish them, making them unable to move if they don't want to get cooked alive. Elite Commander Ravager Ronin kicked Northstar away with its second turn, knocking them prone, then invade them, this time succeeding. The surviving sniper moved just a touch left, then loaded dead-eye shot. The security moved in, one assassin bot tried to rush the Ravager sniper but got shot with the reaction fire, killing it and the other assassin bot behind it. The Scourer bots also moved in, one shot at a nearby breacher, almost killing it, and then locked onto the sniper. The other shot at Gremlin and locked onto them. Round 5 ended. Round 6 began with Northstar realizing they were running out of time and the team barely made any progress in getting the heck out of the station, and now even more security bots came out of the vents. That's when they realized, they got their escape vehicle right besides them. So, Northstar ejected from their Blackbeard, who continued its rampage thanks to Seekamet and actually killed off the elite commander Ravager Ronin, but not before attempting and failing to grapple once again. Northstar landed on the Ravager's shuttle, got inside, and then pedaled the thruster, causing the shuttle to move forward and splattering everything in front of it. The only reason it stopped was because it hit a wall of literal non-existence. The crew quickly moved into the vehicle. First was Chrono, which probably shouldn't get on yet because it wasn't their turn, but honestly the other guy was too dead to argue. The remaining Ravager breacher, the one and only surviving Ravager, tried to run for the shuttle too, shooting at Gremlin, which of course, missed. Casper was the next to move on board, throwing their shock knives at the breacher, which both hit and burned the crap out of them. One assassin bot ran straight at the team and decided to stab the hell out of Ravager breacher after kicking them down. Gremlin took a look at the dying breacher and then quickly moved on board. With everyone sitting in the shuttle, Northstar flew the ship out of the hangar, sending them well outside of the blast radius when the station finally self-destructed. And that's a mission complete. So let's talk about the performance. The key contributor to the player team's victory is definitely Northstar in this battle, who charged in, dealt a whole bunch of damage to the NPC, killing a lot of them, and served as the tank by attracting all the enemy's attention and soaking up all the damage even after the pilot bailed out. This would not work as well if Mirage didn't die the second it appeared, since Blackbeard and most players here are very vulnerable to hacking. Casper also did a lot of work by shooting out Ronin's blade, which would have cut up Northstar quite badly if that didn't get destroyed in the very round Ronin appeared. Both Casper and Chrono also defended the team quite well. The flash grenade is as helpful as always, and Chrono's defensive build generally deters enemies from attacking them the easy way. Gremlin did the least work, but they didn't do nothing either. Enemies got locked in place in fear of overheat thanks to them, and the Ronin, even if bladeless, was still rather dangerous if they get to run around hacking people. On the NPC side, well, Mirage served in the role of entertainment. Ronin couldn't really do anything after its blade got destroyed. The breacher's charge ability actually helped a lot by ramming right through solid walls, and their system was quite potent, but their base weapon really needs some help to aim. The sniper, though remains around for even less time, are still quite a dangerous threat, and the bastion, well, it did its purpose for what few time it had. As for the barricade, it still did slow the players for a moment and did some damage too, so it still did more work than Mirage here. While the waves of security bots seem quite dangerous, they are dangerous to both sides, and as a result the danger level in this mission actually gets reduced by quite a bit because both sides have to attack the bots too. Heck, look at this final damage result. North Star is very damaged, but that's because it basically got singled out by nearly the entire enemy team, the others are barely scratched, and the overheat on Casper was self-inflicted. Anyway, with this 2 parts mission finally completed, I think it's safe to say that Lancer is a game that doesn't require you to optimize the hell out of your build, seeing as I basically just slapped everything from the same license together and just called it a day, and it still worked pretty much fine. So, viewers, don't worry too much about your build, and instead focus on how much fun you could get out of the game. Still, it's time to move on to another story with another team. As always, I would like to hear suggestions from you guys on what you would like in the next episode. Until then, I will see you all next time. Hello there, if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and click that notification bell button. If you really want to support my channel, you could visit my Patreon page, or buy me some coffee, links in the description. Anyway, have a nice day.